Hey guys, Genesis Moss here, and this is 5 things that you didn't know and probably didn't want to know about me. So yesterday, guys, my friend Adam Lambert from RetroReprise tagged me in this video that he made. He made the exact same type of video, 5 things that you didn't know about him. And by being one of those people that was tagged, I'm now obligated to make a video myself, or at least that's how the legends go. So, let's start with number 5. Alright, so number 5 is that I love to wear Hawaiian shirts. I used to always wear loud, colorful shirts, and then I met my beautiful wife who hates these kind of shirts, so I don't wear them very much anymore. Alright, so number 4 is the fact that I love comic books. I love comic books, I love superheroes. It's something that's not really not known about me, but at the same time, why I love them probably isn't known very much. During the time that my parents split up, I ended up living with my grandparents for about 6 months. And during that time, they didn't have television, and being a kid who loved video games, loved cartoons and all that, I needed some sort of creative outlet, something to read, something to, keep me occupied. And there was a store that my grandparents used to go to on the weekends. It was like a thrift store kind of thing. And they had these comic book 3-packs for $1. Every week, my grandma gave me $5. I would go and spend all $5 on comic books. That was 15 comic books a week, and I read some really cool stuff. I read some stuff I'd never heard of, stuff people would have no idea about now. But one of the first comics I read, much like Adam, who tagged me in this video, was Iron Man. That was actually the very first comic book that I ever read and started my love of superheroes. So number 3 is that Super Metroid, to me, is the greatest video game ever made. My mom got it for me at a yard sale one time, and wow, I fell in love with that game. It took me a little while to get used to it because I'd never really played a game like that, but once I fell in love with it, I played it over and over and over and over again to the point where I could finally just sit down one sitting without saving and beat it. It's just a phenomenal game, and that's my favorite video game of all time. Alright, so number 2 is kind of a sad thing, but when I was growing up, we were very poor. I didn't have very many video games. Video games were very expensive. So anytime I got a game, it was just a joy. In fact, I was so poor at one point that we actually lived in a tent for a little while. So, yeah. There's a little thing you guys didn't know about me, I'm sure. And the number 1 thing you guys didn't know about me is, I think Return of the Jedi is way better than The Empire Strikes Back. Don't get me wrong, Empire is a great movie, but I guess I have a lot of nostalgic feels because Return of the Jedi is the very first movie that I can remember having the patience to sit down and watch from beginning to end. So it has a lot of good feels for me, and every time Yoda dies, I cry like a baby. Alright, so now I'm obligated to tag some people to challenge for the 5 things we didn't know about them. And the first person I'm going to tag is Aaron Stapish over at Retro Liberty. He has a lot of fun, laid-back, just silly videos. I love his stuff. He has a show called The Nest Pursuit where him and his buddy Ricky go out and do a bunch of game chasing and stuff. It's a really, really just awesome channel. I can't pimp it enough, so please go check out Aaron's stuff. And the second person I'm going to tag is Jason Champion from Gamer Geek Nation. He does another show where they do a lot of retro collecting, etc., going out and just buying toys and games and stuff. Their channel's a lot of fun. Their Facebook page is great, and they're just a lot of all-around great guys. So Jason Champion, I want to see a video from you. And the third person I'm going to tag is Metal Jesus Rocks. Hopefully you'll see this and make the video. I know you've got a lot going on. You make videos like all the time, but Metal Jesus' videos are great. He's another just real laid-back guy. Seems like he would just be a wonderful person to just go out and have a beer with. He sounds just like a completely awesome dude, and I'd love to learn more about Metal Jesus. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.